साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Good evening and welcome to tonight's session. Hi, Jean-Michel. How are you?
Good evening.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Very nice to see you. Now, Jean-Michel here has kindly agreed to do a wonderful topic for us today, which is the Muladhara, the first energy center. And you've been here a long time now in Australia. I can't hear you.
Yeah, my volume is...
You're back.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been in Australia for over 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say that I like it here because so I come from France, as you can hear, and I like the natural spontaneity and gentleness of people here. This is what kept me in Australia.
Did you come in Sahaj here or in France?
I studied Sahaj Yoga in France in 1984.
So was it a bit tough, or how did you find? What was your? Because this is the first time I've had you here for our viewers, so I'd love to hear your story, and then we'll go into the program. We'll go into the.
No, it's an interesting journey because so I came to Sahaj. I was 24, and I was interested in meditation without knowing exactly what it was. So I looked at Zen meditation and things like this, but I couldn't find satisfaction about what I was doing. So I was still seeking, if you like. And one day, someone told me, "Oh, I'm going to see some friends and doing meditation with them. Do you want to come along?" So I said, "Okay, I'll come." And I heard Shri Mataji's video presenting Sahaja Yoga, and I was impressed because I thought what she was telling was true. It sounded very logical. So I did receive my realization, and for the first time in my life, I felt a few seconds of pure silence in me. So I thought, well, it's something new. I've never felt like this before. So I went home, and I thought what I was doing otherwise, these other types of seeking I was doing, was I couldn't feel this, and the message was a little bit different. So I thought, someone is lying to me. I'm going to stop everything. And I decided to not do anything at all so for a few weeks I didn't get involved in anything, and then it came back in my attention, and I thought I should try again this meditation, see if it does work really. So I went back and again I felt silence. So after that I got more confident in what I was doing. So I kept coming back into regular meetings every week, and gradually I could it was growing up to a point that when in one meditation, a few months later, in one meditation, a Sahaja Yogi was working on my back, helping me with vibrations, and I was doing nothing. I was just sitting there, and I felt my attention went inside myself and slowly got down deeper, 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 deeper. I could feel the attention going deeper down to my roots. And at some point, it touched the tip of my roots, because I knew at that moment, this is the truth. I could not explain it, but I knew it was real. And I can say from that moment, I really became connected to yoga, to Shri Mataji, to this meditation, because I knew it from within me.
Yes, and absolutely. And that's the conviction, isn't it? We just need to kind of have that patience with ourselves and that kindness of ourselves to kind of let. And I think that's the main difference. We kind of say that we are not doing the meditation. It's just at the point where it establishes within yourself.
Because we are, see, the thing is, we if we are really seekers of truth, we have to be very honest with ourselves. So we cannot just read a book and say, I will follow this book or the Bible or this or that, because I believe it's true. It's not like this. I think the big thing, the big shift for me was experience of self-realization, just connected something without me understanding everything. And after that, I was all my life, since I got my realization, I am check-proofing myself.
Yeah.
Every time I meditate, I'm waiting to feel the real difference. If I don't feel it, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to do anything for it. But if I feel, then I keep digging deeper. So when we do programs like this one, I am very motivated, because every program we're doing, it's another opportunity for me to go deeper in some way or the other. And then I can share something with people. But it's another connection to myself. And that's really nice.
And that's the exciting part. That's right.
Yeah.
So let us get into today's meditation, and I will leave the floor to you.
All right.
That was a beautiful story. Thank you very much. I absolutely love hearing your stories anyway. So, and there's so many of them. So we will keep getting you back.
Yeah, of course we can have a chat. It's nice. It's very nice.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see you again after the program.
Okay. Thank you, Rita. All right. So let's so as you know, we do food soaking while we are doing meditation. So if you have a food soak bucket ready, feel free to put your protection on yourself, as we've learned, raising our Kundalini together 3 times. And we do our protection 7 times. Our protection is actually asking our mother to be there with us and protect us. So if you like, you can put your feet in the water, and then we will carry on with the program. And in about 10 minutes, we will take our feet out of the water, rinse it, and dry our feet. So what we'll do is to start with, I'm not going to explain too much now. I would like to start with a meditation, first of all, a short meditation to focus our energy within ourselves. So once we have done our bandhan protection and we have our feet nicely in the water, we can sit comfortably with both hands open on the lap, facing to the sky, and we can close our eyes and put our attention within. While we are doing this, we will play a gentle music just to sustain our attention within ourselves. So we just close our eyes. And again, when we do meditation, we do not need to put effort, really. It is about looking inside in a very light attention with no pressure. Whatever happens during meditation, we do not need to fight it or push it or organize it. We just relax. We just relax. So we keep our hands open. We're sitting straight. We can straighten our neck, bringing the chin inward slightly. And we are taking a deep breath, slowly, to cool down ourselves and to bring us into balance. We just take a deep breath without thinking. Just relax. When we relax, our Kundalini energy, our mother Kundalini, is able to run through our central nervous system. From the first chakra, from the base of the spine, all the way up to the last chakra. She enlightens all our chakras and takes our attention beyond the seventh chakra. Our attention spontaneously connects to this all-pervading creative power without any effort. Sahaja, spontaneous. So we just relax. Now we're going to place our right hand towards the Mother Earth. If you're sitting on a chair, just drop your right hand on the side, facing Mother Earth. We keep our left hand on the lap. We take all our attention inside, on our spine, without thinking. When we place our right hand towards the earth, we are asking Mother Earth, without saying it, we are asking her to nourish our left side, and especially our first chakra. So the Mother Earth who grows all the plants, all the trees, all the flowers, we are asking our Mother to nourish our first chakra, the Muladhara chakra. Mother, please nourish my first chakra and my left channel. Please enlighten the power of innocence in me. We just let go of any thought and we surrender our past to our Mother Earth. Anything that disturbs us in our emotions from our past, anything, we surrender. Mother, I surrender everything to you. We let our attention go deeper in our first chakra, deeper, without any effort. We just allow our attention to go deeper. Keeping our eyes closed, we're going to bring back our right hand on the lap and lift our left hand facing, bending it at the elbow and facing our hand backward, but pointing to the sky. We keep our eyes closed and then we don't do anything. Again, we just relax. Keep our right hand open on the lap and the left hand pointing to the sky without thinking. In all that we do in our life, or in our yoga, in our meditation, we actually do not do anything. All this power of desire and the power of action is given to us in our body. And when we act, we can actually witness ourselves. We don't actually do anything. Our spirit, our attention is always above anything we do as a witness. So we can say that I do not do anything. Mother, you do everything. I do not do anything. I am the witness. We just relax. We don't put any effort at all. We just relax. Let your attention go down, inside, deeper. Deeper and lighter, with no effort. When our attention goes deeper, at the same time, it becomes lighter. And it raises our connection with this divine power higher. We're going deeper and higher. Like if we take a bubble of water, of air, place it in the water and release it, automatically it goes up. It's the same. Once we let our attention free, it goes up in our chakras. Now we can bring both our hands on the lap. The Muladhara chakra has 4 petals, which makes it very stable. And the 4 petals of the Muladhara have intelligence. They have power. The petals of the Muladhara have the power to make anything grow, evolve. The power of creation in us originates in the Muladhara. The Muladhara is the seed of our evolution inside us. When we allow our attention to gently connect with our first chakra, it gives us intelligence, wisdom. And the result of wisdom is pure joy. Pure joy. Looking at small children, they are very innocent. They know who their mother is. They know about love without thinking. They are not afraid of anything. When children grow, small children grow, they have a lot of wisdom. They understand. In their innocence, they understand. Now we let our attention free in our last chakra, just above the head, without thinking. We just relax. Just relax. Now we're going to take a deep breath and hold it for a few seconds. Just feel our lungs. And we hold it. Then release. We can do this again. We breathe deeply and hold it. We can place our right hand on the chest, in the middle of the chest. And we hold our breath. Then release. And then we place our right hand above the head, a few centimeters above, and then we check the energy flowing from our head. Just check how you feel. We check with our right hand, first of all, and then we can check with our left hand above the head. We can place back our hands on the lap, and now we're going to listen to a talk by Shri Mataji about the innocence. Yes.
The water. Anyone who's sitting in foot soak buckets, if we can just get our feet out of the water, that'll be good.
Yes.
The first, we bow to Sri Ganesha because Sri Ganesha is the source of innocence within us. So actually we bow to innocence within us. And this innocence is the one gives you the enlightenment. As I told you yesterday, the light has innocence. But this is innocent without knowledge. But your light is innocent with knowledge. We always think that the people who have got knowledge can never be innocent, can never be simple. And the idea we have got about innocence is that an innocent person is always deceived, can be befooled, and can be always taken for granted. But innocence is a power. It is a power which protects you, which gives you light of knowledge. Knowledge that we have in the worldly sense is how to exploit others, how to cheat others, how to make money out of them, how to make fun of others, how to look down upon others. But the light of innocence is the light by which you know that love is the highest thing. And it teaches you how to love others, how to care for others, how to be gentle about others. It also gives you the light within. It's just the other way around of this avidya that we have in this world. Just the other way around. The avidya outside teaches us competition, how to put the other person down, because it has fear. It is insecure. This knowledge is not secure at all. If it had security, it would not have behaved like this. But the light of innocence knows everything. It has no fear. When we say children are innocent, we mean to say that they have that power of innocence. Many times people have noticed if a child falls from a height, he doesn't die, while a young man may die with a much smaller height. And the child is not afraid while falling. He just enjoys as if there's a parachute coming down, nicely. And then when he falls down also just gets up, laughs, smiles at everyone. He doesn't understand why everybody is worried. Because in that innocence he knows that he's looked after. He's protected. He knows that there is a power which is much higher than him, and he does not have to worry. Then we start putting ideas into the head of the child. And that is how he starts losing his power of innocence. And he becomes a coward. He becomes a cunning fellow. He becomes an unrighteous personality. But still we would say that the innocence of children is innocence of ignorance. In a way, because they do not know the dangers of life. But the light of innocence knows all the dangers and also knows how to get rid of it. Also knows how to be away from such a person. There was a wise man who was going on a staircase. There was a stupid man coming from the other side, foolish man. So foolish people are always aggressive. That is one of the signs, because they have inferiority complex. So the foolish man says to the man who was coming up, he says, one had to move on one side. So he says, I don't move for fools, the foolish one says. So the wise man says, I do, and he moved. That's how the light of innocence tells you how far to go with a person, how far to talk to a person, how far to indulge in another person's personality or his problems. Otherwise, he sits. He understands that this gentleman is a stupid fool, so I move for a fool like that. He doesn't pay attention to such a person. He doesn't bother about such a person. This is the light of innocence, which gives you discrimination. How far to go with others? I love a person. There are many, I love him. All right. Another person may kick you, may hit you, may trouble you, may become absolutely, horribly possessed, but still you are just mad out in love with that person without any self-respect. This comes because there is no... You may be innocent in a way, in a worldly manner, but you are not enlightened and innocent. When you are enlightened and innocent, then your innocence is a power which gives you, first thing is discretion. Supposing you take a light in your hand. Now you know whether it is a snake or a rope. But if there is no light in your hand, you cannot see. But even supposing it's a snake, you might run away. Or if you are a stupid fool, you will say, all right, come and bite me. I would like to see how it works. Children are there. But if you are an enlightened person, then you will tell the snake, now let me be alone, all right? Bye-bye. And the snake will know and it will go away. Or if the snake is a sinister one, you may just look at the snake and snake might run away. So this power of innocence is a very, very important thing. And that comes to us through our enlightenment alone.
All right. So now we have this representation of the Muladhara chakra in our body, showing on the screen. So this Muladhara chakra is located at the base of the spine. When we sit on the ground, this is the point of contact of our body to the earth. It is represented in the hands at the base of the palm and on the heels of the feet. So when we meditate, if we want to help ourselves to meditate better, it is good if we can sit on the Mother Earth, on the grass, because the grass has moisture, and this moistured earth connects very well with our body, with our first chakra. So personally, I like to meditate sitting on the grass because of that. I find the vibrations of the earth help me get into balance, help me get deeper inside myself. And when we meditate on the earth, we can also put our both hands on the grass without thinking, because when we do this, automatically we are asking Mother Earth to nourish our body, to nourish our first chakra of innocence. when our first chakra of innocence is nourished, it gets into balance automatically. When this first chakra gets into balance, automatically it balances our mind as well, because the first chakra has a direct connection with the sixth chakra in our head. The sixth chakra is also connected to the Muladhara chakra, to the first chakra. It is connected via the left side, and also because the aspect of innocence is a fundamental aspect of our sixth chakra. It is like we have innocence in our roots, as well as innocence in the roots of our brain, in our brain. This is very fundamental. Without innocence, we would not be able to evolve. We would not be able to forgive others. We would not be able to love anyone if we didn't have innocence. As you can see on the chart, the feet have a representation of the Muladhara chakra. So when we walk on the earth, we also get nourished on our Muladhara through our feet. When we do foot soaking in salt water, the salt is Mother Earth as well. So when we do foot soaking, we also get nourished through our feet. We get balanced. So we need to respect our hands, respect our feet, and most importantly, respect our innocence. It is like if you had something made of gold and covered with a skin or some kind of wrapping. This is the situation with the Muladhara chakra. The Muladhara chakra is pure gold of innocence. And around it we have a body. But the gold is the value of our body, is the gold in our Muladhara chakra. If we do not respect our innocence, then we tarnish the gold and it shines less than it should. For example, in the standard education, we are telling children, you should not steal, you should not lie. It is also written in the scriptures, you should not steal, you should not lie. Why? Because lying or stealing is harming our innocence. It doesn't destroy it, but it harms. It hides it. It undermines the innocence within us. So it is important to reflect and introspect about our life, our lifestyle, our habits, to make sure that ultimately we should be innocent in our behavior. We should respect other people, respect their innocence, respect their freedom, respect ourselves, respect our innocence, respect our purity, be honest. All of these qualities, they come from innocence. They are manifested because of our innocence. And if we do respect ourselves, respect others, it increases the Ganesha, the innocence principle in us. It goes both ways. When we respect ourselves, our innocence shines more. When our innocence shines more, we become more honest, more joyful. We have more wisdom. So it's a chain reaction. When we start, like say, when we start meditation, it enlightens us, and then we become silent. But then when we meditate, the more we are silent, the more we get enlightened. It's a practice. So we have to practice innocence and meditation. It goes together. So I am going to share with you now something interesting is, so Sri Ganesha is represented in the Indian tradition as a small child with the head of an elephant. And we can explain later the whole story about the creation of Sri Ganesha. But Sri Ganesha, who is the embodiment of innocence, has the head of an elephant because the elephant is the most innocent animal. It has a lot of wisdom. It has a very, very strong memory. And it really emits the innocence. So the small child, who is a small child, innocent child, with the head of an elephant, is the optimum of innocence in a human being. This is why it's represented that way. And at the same time, this Sri Ganesha, I'll show you the image. Let me bring this up. Okay, so this is so can you see the image? Yes. So this image of this statue is representing Sri Ganesha. And Sri Ganesha has the head of an elephant, and he has 4 arms because every arm expresses a power. So one arm is giving a sweet in his left hand, and the sweetness is one of the qualities of Sri Ganesha, of innocence, is the sweetness. The other arm is raised and gives a blessing. So this is a quality of our first chakra, is to protect, is to give protection. And the other arms on the side, one is holding a lotus, which is the enlightenment, and the other one is holding like a weapon, something that allows our first chakra to actually protect us against any kind of negativity. And at the base, in front of the feet of Sri Ganesh, there is a small mouse, because the mouse symbolizes the vehicle of Sri Ganesha, which means he's carried or led by a small mouse. So it's a very small animal, again, very sweet and innocent. So it shows that Sri Ganesha, the power of innocence, doesn't put pressure on anything or anyone. It gives us lightness and power at the same time. And the big belly of Sri Ganesh is expressing the contentment, the satisfaction, the joy. So I'll show you another picture of this, if I can get this right. How do I do this? I'm not sure. How can I change photograph? Previous, okay. So this is another image of Sri Ganesha, just to show you different representations. And usually in Indian tradition, the Sri Ganesha is made of clay, made of stone, or sandalwood. And sandalwood is known to be expressing the first chakra as well. So just briefly, also in nature, the power of Sri Ganesha, the power of innocence, which is expressed in the Mother Earth, has been expressed in some places, in some mountains on our planet. And two significant mountains that we know of express the power of innocence of Sri Ganesha. And one of them is in Switzerland. It's called as Matterhorn. And this mountain, if you go there and meditate facing that mountain, you will feel some magnetic force helping you to meditate deeper. And it actually, the shape of the mountain looks a little bit like an elephant head if you look at it from certain angles. But the most important, if you would open your hands towards that mountain, you could feel the cool breeze coming out of your hands. And you can feel the silence getting into you, because that mountain expresses the first chakra, the qualities of the first chakra. And there is another mountain, another rock that expresses Sri Ganesha's manifestation, is actually in Australia. Uluru is this big rock in the middle of the country. And there is nothing else in that part of Australia. It's just Uluru and the Olgas and Mount Kana, these three rock formations. And the one at Uluru, if you go there, you will also feel the magnetic force of that place, the magnetism of the earth in this rock. And we have been there with Sahaja Yogis for meditation. We went there for a few days to meditate. And what I personally felt meditating, say, in the morning at the rock, was the joy, this amazing feeling of joy, which I've never felt like this anywhere else. It is like the rock is not a rock, it is a living being. This is the way I felt. And this living being is very joyful. When we meditate with the intention to connect to our own innocence, the vibration of joy increases because of the presence of this magnificent being of Uluru. It just vibrates with us, and I really felt a lot of joy in that place. See, some parts of the rock look like the head of an elephant from the side. So I just wanted to show these images briefly to focus our attention on the Muladhara chakra. All these manifestations on the earth are here to remind us of who we are and purify our attention. If people go and visit Uluru without any spiritual attention, they might look at it as a beautiful sight. They might even climb it. But if you go there with the intention to connect to your own roots and with the intention to evolve spiritually, it is gold. It is very powerful. It has that capacity to transform people. If they are looking for that, it will be given to them. It's like everything in our life. If we look for depth and spirituality, it comes to us. Same like our realization. That's how we got realization, because consciously or unconsciously we were asking for it. So we're going to do another short meditation to finish off on this part of the program. So we are going to close our eyes for a few minutes, open our hands on the lap, and we are going to listen to some very gentle violin music at the same time. And just again, we try to be with effortless. Having seen Shri Mataji's heard Shri Mataji's words, we just let these words of innocence sink within us. We can even put our attention on this Uluru, on this big rock in the middle of Australia that vibrates with us. The reason of these rocks in the Mother Earth is to vibrate the world, is to help humanity to connect to their innocence. So if we can put our attention on Uluru just now, keeping our hands open without thinking, and just letting our attention go deeper within us, we may be able to feel this joy, this very gentle satisfaction inside. We just relax without thinking. Again, we remember, I don't do anything. Mother, you do everything. I am the witness. I am the spirit. I am pure innocence. So now we are going to finish our meditation by thanking Shri Mataji for being with us and guiding us in our meditation, guiding us every day. And we're going to raise our Kundalini again 3 times and do our protection.
Thank you very much, Jean-Michel. That was absolutely brilliant. Really, really enjoyed that silence, and I'm hoping that the people that have joined us today on Zoom or Facebook have felt some of that silence within, that depth within, as you were saying, to kind of go deep down and feel uh, connected to that innocence.
That's
Yeah.
what we are. That's why we are meditating, is to always come back to that deep satisfaction. That's the most important for me. That's the most important thing in my life, because we can buy things, do things, but when we feel that inside,
Yes.
this has no price.
That is correct. Yes, yes, absolutely. And I think it's also, as you were saying, a matter of practice, isn't it? And to try and get like uh, what we were using today, whether you're the doer and you're the enjoyer, or you do everything. That's also, it doesn't just become a kind of rote learning thing that you're just saying. It's something that you're imbibing and practicing, and then you start seeing it happen and start experiencing that kind of connection and things flowing through and happening, and uh, a great giving you, in one sense, a great sense of that joy and satisfaction of knowing and feeling that, oh yeah,
It's like
you're looked after, that's about it.
like Shamaji was explaining something beautifully. She was saying, when there is a beautiful carpet, it's very, very beautiful. And if it doesn't belong to you, you can enjoy it without worrying. As soon as it belongs to you, you feel responsible and you don't want to spoil it, and then it spoils your joy. But if you know it doesn't belong to you, you just enjoy it with complete freedom. And this is the same thing with us. If we can enjoy ourselves, our body, our life, knowing that behind we don't actually do things, we only witness it, then we have this freedom of being light, being joyful, being silent, because we are not doing. This is a very important
Yes.
concept.
Yes, and that is, I mean, for me it was just a great experience. During the 21-day program, we were also, shifting houses, shifting states. My daughter was shifting to Melbourne, so there was so much happening. And on the day of the workshop, I had been, going at her place, packing and doing stuff. The removal is for 4 hours. Came back, I was just so exhausted. I had about 15 minutes, and then in my attention, it was like, how am I going to do this? Because I was just so tired. And I just went and lay down on the Mother Earth in front of the altar. And I went, Mother, you're the energy within me. I just surrender. You're the doer, you're the enjoyer. Mother Earth, just absorb. On the right side, which we will cover a bit, is Shri Hanumana. As we do Shri Ganesha, Shri Hanumana is the energy within us. And I was like, please just help me, just I surrender, let me have. And literally in that 15 minutes when I woke up, it was as if woke up in the sense when I got up to do for the program, completely re-energized. It was as if I'd just woken up in the morning, completely refreshed for a meditation. So yeah, it's amazing. So that's I think even through the 21 days or these, that's what we kind of try and say. It's not just those 10 or 15 or 20 minutes you're sitting in meditation. It's always watching your attention, watching where it's going, what's happening through the day. If you find it's you are distracted, or there's problems, or you're getting agitated, just doing this, just pressing on top, just bringing that attention back.
But the key is meditation in the morning, because I've noticed myself, when I wake up, if I sit down on the side of my bed as soon as I wake up, and just let go of anything, spontaneously wait and see what happens, usually I get in meditation fairly naturally, quickly. And if I can stay in that meditation state for say 5-10 minutes. And I do touch the silence within me in this meditation in the morning. It can be when I wake up or a little bit later. It is not the issue, but if we can feel the silence, the real silence, not just thinking that, my thoughts are calming down, that's one thing. But the real silence is when we are completely stable in thoughtlessness with no effort. This is meditation. So when we get to that, when we touched our meditation, say in the morning, anything we do during the day is 100 times easier, effortless.
So much.
So meditation is the practice. It's like flexing our muscles, so that when we need our muscles later, we don't have to think about it. It works. It's the same.
Right. The attention automatically does. That is correct. And that's, I mean, that is it. That's why one of the first things when we did at the start was that the morning meditation practice, and then the evening you're having
Yes.
the focus of the meditation to clear out. So
Yes.
anything that you're absorbing through the day, any, either with yourself becoming imbalanced, going either emotional or overworked, or absorbing things from the environment or surrounding, it's just a great way to cleanse and just get all that into the water and out. And a great sleep, actually.
Very important, of course. When we do, that's why we do food soaking as well, is to balance our energies and achieve a nice sleep, because sleep is a way of regenerating absolutely with no effort. It just works out.
It does,
And that's
doesn't
very
it?
important.
That's right. Look, we've got a couple more minutes. If anyone, I've just allowed yourself to unmute and share your video. If anyone wants to share an experience with their meditation, or
Ask
how
questions.
they have used Sahaj at, in work, family, how things have changed, or maybe you have had a wonderful meditation session at some time at home or with, please do. It's always great to hear that experience. So I would love to invite people to come join us and share with us some experience. Camera shy. Okay. No takers today.
Hi, Rita and Sean.
Hi,
Hello.
Carol.
Hi, Carol. Thank
Hi.
you. How are you?
I'm good, very good, thank you. But I just like to just say I've expressed my gratitude, because I think every time you do these sessions, and it's funny how you gain a deeper level of understanding. And I think what today was particularly deep, because if you're talking about going deeper and higher in the love and the experience when the attention is on the Mooladhara. So yeah, every time I come to a session, you just learn, and I just thank you and feeling really appreciative, and being able to experience that real peace to take me through the day and joy. I'm in the UK, so the weather is too bad at the moment to go out
Right.
on the grass. But as we are when spring, in the summer of lockdown, that was my heaven, just to be able to go out and just lie on the grass,
Wow.
and feeling at peace, the Mother Earth, and connect with the vibration was very wonderful.
Actually,
Which
Shri Mataji talked about England, I remember, and she said, because she lived there, and she was saying that the grass in England is beautiful.
Yes, particularly from the spring onwards, but at the moment we're still in the height of winter. So.
Yes.
Well, we can go fortunate. We have where I live. We go sometimes for a walk in the woods and by the river
Nice.
as well. Yes,
Oh,
it really helps.
that was wonderful. I've always loved snow. The purity of, the white. It's always been my favorite thing.
Yes, yes. But we haven't got it. Well, we haven't got any at the moment, but
It's just cold.
yeah, it will
Uh,
produce some more. I'll think of you, Rita, when it's here. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
both.
much. Thank you. Look, we
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
as Jean-Michel was saying, it's an absolute pleasure and it gives us so much joy actually to when someone gets the realization and feels the vibrations and you feel that change. I don't know, it's undescribable to feel that joy that someone else can feel the vibrations and the Kundalini has awakened and their journey. That's fantastic.
It's like coming to someone and tell them, do you know that you have gold in your pocket? And then they say, oh my God, I have.
That's right. That's right. And hence the surprise and the joy that they feel,
Yes,
which is
absolutely.
amazing.
I do enjoy these programs just because of that. I love people in general since I'm young. I always enjoy people. And now, because of meditation, I know why I enjoy people, because I can see the spirit in everyone, and everyone deserves a chance. Everyone has the true knowledge inside. It's just a question of becoming confident about it and just spending the time to get into silence and seeing it. Once we've seen it, it gives us more power. This is what I felt about myself. Is I've changed so much since I started doing meditation, because it gave me assurance about who I am and what I can do, how I can help people, how I can change myself. This is unbelievable. I mean, we could talk about it forever.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you, Carol. And I wonder if there was anyone else who wanted to join in. No one has unmuted themselves yet. Okay, what we might do is continue in that silence a little bit. I've got the beautiful song "It's Raining on the Rocks" sung by the music of Joy. Since we were showing Uluru, I thought that would be a great way to finish off. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you, Jean-Michel, for a fantastic
You're very
evening.
welcome.
And we will hope to see you again.
See you, everyone.
Yes, see you again. Good night.
Good night.
Just a second to sort these out and
to the middle part of Australia, and there's a very famous rock in the middle of Australia called Uluru. And Uluru is a very sacred rock to the local Aboriginal people, and that vibration of that rock permeates into the Mother Earth, and it makes the whole of Australia very sacred. So we're very lucky to come from such a beautiful country like this that has such an auspicious rock in the middle. There's a very famous Australian singer-songwriter called John Williamson. He's written hundreds of songs, but this song is his favorite song, and it's our favorite song of his also. It's called Raining on the Rock. Very beautiful song. It talks about all the flowers and everything and all the plants around Uluru and about the beauty of the nature right in the middle of Australia. So please enjoy Raining on the Rock. spinifex to gold. We've just come out of the Mongol where the plains forever roll. And now Patnamajira has painted all the seas, and a shower has changed the luster of this land. And it's raining on the rock in a beautiful country. And I'm proud to travel this big land like an aborigine. And it's raining on the rock, what nobody's like to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will live in harmony. Everlasting daisies and the beautiful desert rose, where does their beauty come from? Heaven knows. I could ask the witch-tail, but he's away too high. I wonder if he understands it's wonderful to fly. And it's raining on the rock in a beautiful country. And I'm proud to travel this big land like an aborigine. And it's raining on the rock, what nobody's like to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will live in harmony. It cannot be described with a picture, the mesmerizing colors of the August, or the grandeur of the rock. Uluru has power, and it's raining on the rock in a beautiful country. And I'm proud to travel this big land like an aborigine. And it's raining on the rock, what nobody's like to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will live in harmony. And it's raining on the rock in a beautiful country. And I'm proud to travel this big land like an aborigine. And it's raining on the rock, what nobody's like to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will live in harmony. And it's raining on the rock in a beautiful country. And I'm proud to travel this big land like an aborigine. And it's raining on the rock, what nobody's like to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will live in harmony. And I'm wishing that the whole world will live in harmony. And I'm wishing that the whole world